Richard Cordray wins Ohio Democratic gubernatorial primary. Richard Cordray, the former director of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, won the Ohio Democratic gubernatorial primary Tuesday, beating back a challenge from the left by former U.S. Representative Dennis Kucinich. Mr. Cordray, who was declared the winner by the Associated Press, now will face State Attorney General Mike DeWine, the GOP nominee, in the November general election to choose a successor to term-limited John Kasich as Ohio governor. Mr. Cordray, who enjoyed support from the party establishment, spent $1.7 million on his campaign, far more than Mr. Kucinich's $342,000, according to the latest Ohio campaign finance reports. Both candidates carried endorsements from prominent members of the party's liberal wing. Massachusetts Senator Elizabeth Warren endorsed Mr. Cordray, who led the federal consumer agency she worked to create, and Mr. Kucinich had support from Our Revolution, the political organization founded by supporters of Vermont Senator Bernie Sanders. But Mr. Kucinich was dogged by a revelation that he was paid $20,000 for a speech by a group linked to Syrian dictator Bashar al-Assad. Ohio leans Republican, but Democrats see promise in Mr. Cordray because of his high profile in the state and nationally. An Ohio native, Mr. Cordray twice won statewide office in 2008 as Ohio Attorney General and in 2006 as State Treasurer. He served from 2012 to 17 as the first chairman of the CFPB, an agency that tightened regulation of consumer finance, including mortgage underwriting standards and credit card rates and fees. His actions drew praise from consumer advocates and Democrats, but riled many financial companies and Republican lawmakers. Ohio Republicans' expected nominee also has a high profile both within the state and in Washington. Mr. DeWine, who beat Lieutenant Governor Mary Taylor in the GOP primary, has served as a member of the state Senate and lieutenant governor, and in Washington as a U.S. House member and senator. Washington Governor Jay Inslee, chairman of the Democratic Governors Association, hailed Mr. Cordray's victory and noted that Ohio was an important target for the party to seize a governor's seat from GOP hands in 2018, especially since the state's governor will have great power in redrawing congressional district maps after the 2020 census. Ohio is one of several major pickup opportunities for the DGA this cycle, Mr. Inslee said. The next governor will shape critical policy for Ohio families and will hold veto power over the 2021 redistricting maps.